There's about 6 feet of DNA that need to fit inside something 10 times smaller diameter than one human hair, right? So the diameter of a typical cell is about 7 micrometers. It's about 10 times smaller diameter than a human hair. So in each cell, we need to have 6 feet of DNA rolled up in a way that it can fit into something 10 times smaller than the diameter of a human hair, which is pretty crazy. And then throughout seconds, throughout the day, that DNA gets unraveled and re-raveled and unraveled so different parts of the genes can be read. So if you look at this picture here, if you look at the bottom right two histones and nucleosomes, right? So the nucleosomes are the full circle, the histones are the little pizza wedges. If you look at those things, it says DNA accessible gene turned on, the red, right? So that red strand in between the two nucleosomes and histone complexes, that is a gene that can actually be read and transcribed and made into a protein. Once it's wrapped around the nucleosome, it's not readable anymore. So the DNA is going through this process on a consistent, like all the time throughout the day, which is absolutely insane. It's getting wound up and rewound, and different genes are being able to express to produce different proteins to do different things, right? So if we have something wrong with us, like a bunch of mental stress or whatever, eating bad food, not exercising, the ability of our genes to wind, or of our DNA to wind and unwind around the nucleosomes and histones get compromised, and certain genes become expressed too often or too much, certain genes become expressed too little, and we get discrepancies in concentrations of minerals and elements and vitamins throughout our body, and it causes widespread destruction.